Hello. Welcome to the Insomnia stream. Here, let me add my screen. So I want to tell you really quick before we get jumped in what the Insomnia stream is. So it's a local kind of thing that we do here at Kong, and we show the world what we do when we develop Insomnia. So for us in this case, it's here, one second. Let me open up my screen. It's a chance for us to show what kinds of things we're working on and interested in. It's definitely a focus for the open source community. Anytime anybody has any question, we have somebody we'll meet in a second that came on the stream. So this is our planning document. You can come join us on, let's put it up on the screen here, chat.insomnia.rest. So that's the Insomnia community Slack. And oh wait, I didn't. I got to show you what I'm showing here. So that's the Insomnia community Slack there. So you can join us and see what it is that we're working on and working towards. And we have all of the stuff that we do for the stream done in the open. So if you have any feedback or if you have any questions, and right here, you'll see the priority order. So the first priority is live requests. So anybody that comes on the stream, you will steamroll over any other thing that we were planning to do or looking into. You're the most priority, highest priority. Then after that, we look on GitHub for this label that we have for Insomnia Stream, and we periodically tag things for that. And then the third priority is just triaging GitHub issues. We changed it up a couple weeks ago and switched the order of this. And like Wills and I went through, our product manager went through GitHub issues, and we got through 4 of them. One of them got a merge later that day. And they were pretty fruitful. So I think actually we might be switching this order up sometime in the future again and doing like reviews. But anyway, so today we have, is it Mark on the stream?
Yes, hi. Yeah,
hey Mark.
Mark. I'm sorry, I can't, my video is not working. I have no idea.
No problem.
I'm using Firefox. I don't know if that's the issue.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Don't worry.
Cool. I wasn't actually planning to talk on the stream. I was just planning to just hang out and see what you guys were doing. But
sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys don't have anything, I would like to talk about. So yeah, I brought this up in the channel previously. I was trying to make a code generator for one of my internal projects.
Okay.
And yeah, I was wondering. So I'm a newbie developer, and this was one of the first interesting projects I wanted to try out. And so I was wondering if you guys could give me some general guidance on how I could tackle that.
Let me put it up on the screen here so everyone can see. Let's do this. So yeah, this is you, Marco 5.
Yes.
So yeah, I was very interested in this. Did we ever? No, we never got to something. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what you're trying to do with the plugin API? Like, what's your top goal?
So yeah. So inside my current workplace, so we work with this product called Nice in Contact. It's a telephony scripting application, and so it has its own coding language to do certain tasks.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's similar to C#, I'd say C# or JavaScript. I don't know. Yeah, it's very restricted in its feature set, and and it's sometimes hard to remember the syntax required for making a REST call or updating an API or something. So I was hoping I could, have something in Insomnia and then quickly generate a code and then just paste it into that application to, get my work done.
I see. Okay, so is it that you have? Tell me if this is right. So you have your thing to like nest, thingy, whatever.com, like whatever it is. And then you make you write a JSON body, or you do something here. Is that right?
Yes.
Some
and
data.
Sometimes with authentication headers as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. So you have something like this happening. Let me make this bigger. You know, it's always hard with the stream to remember, like, you need to make things like hilariously large so people can see it.
Yeah.
Okay. So nice. Wait, what is it called? Nice. N-I um company. So you want to take this and then create a you want to create code.
Yeah. So there is already a built-in code generator within Insomnia. I just want to add my my own code generator into it. That's what I was hoping. I mean, I I could contribute to HTTP snippet, but I don't think it would be useful to the general public. It would be useful to only a small set of users. And
Let me see if I have Postman downloaded. So I was looking at this the other day because I was thinking about this. Like, we've been working. So HTTP snippet has been a bit of focus lately, and we've been thinking about ways to make it better. So like, let's just go to random place here. So stop. Every time I open Postman, it's like bothering me about something. Okay, how do I like do any? How do I create a request? New maybe. Okay. So here, where in the world would it be? There's a way to generate. I promise you, I have a specific thing I'm trying to show you or ask you about, but I don't know where to. I have a very hard time. Here, is this it?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So what you want to do is be able. Do they allow it? No, they don't allow it.
No,
Okay.
they don't allow it. I explored Postman initially because that's commonly known in my environment.
Yeah.
And then when I checked, they didn't have like a possibility to extend. So then that's when I thought about Insomnia.
So let me show you this. What's going on here? Local master already. Okay. So in HTTP snippet, so here's what I think you want. I'm going to tell you what I think you're looking for, and you tell me if this is correct. So the README has not been redone yet. There is a concept in HTTP snippet for you to be able to add a custom target for a language. So we have the ability to do this today. It's not like there's no technical blocker. Even before the rewrite of HTTP snippet, we could change this in Insomnia. And what you would like to be able to do is use HTTP snippet and somewhere in this modal or something or somehow register a target. They're called targets. Like shell is like C# is a client, and REST# is a target. HTTP client is a target. So these are targets.
Yes.
You want to be able to write a custom one because, like you said, it's only really useful to you. It's not something we would probably want to ship with HTTP snippet, right?
Yeah.
So you would create a custom one the same way the rest of them are created, and it's pretty simple. Like the rest of the I had it backwards. The client, okay, REST# is a client and C# is a target. Okay, well, it shows what I know. But this is the one for C#, I think. Yeah, something like that. Or Python. It doesn't matter. And then you would be able to see that target client combination show up in Insomnia, and then you would be able to copy it to the clipboard or do whatever you need to do from that point forward with your thing that used the request as an input. Is that what you would like?
Yes.
While we're gathering product requirements, something that we could do in Insomnia, but we don't, and I think we should, is this thing where you can set the settings. Some of them have settings like you see here. What is the line?
Yeah, I noticed that. So these are specific for each targets. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, and they have them over here. Some of them don't have many. Yeah, almost all of them have indent count, indentation type, and then some other stuff. But I don't know what Postman is using for this. It's not HTTP snippet for sure.
Yeah, they have their own library. I forgot the name. It's similar to HTTP snippet. You have a command line tool as well, and
that's neat. So yeah, that's what we would need to do. And you would like to be able to add settings to it as well. Like you'd be able to,
yeah.
or yeah,
maybe eventually. Yeah, I mean, I don't. This is going to be my first try, so I didn't envision any settings at the moment.
Okay, so we don't have this in Insomnia today, but we own and make HTTP snippet, and we've, like I said, we've been working on it. If you don't mind, I would be happy to show you what you can do to get unblocked to create this. It's going to involve an export from Insomnia, but once you could automate that a little bit, and it could get easier. Would you like to see?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
So I'm going to try to, let's try to do this the simplest way we can. So I want to show you the Insomnia data directory here. .config Insomnia app is what it is. Oops, what happened? Insomnia app. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. There's two Insomnia. Okay. So we created a collection here, and then in that collection we created a request, and in that request we created. Let's see here. We created. Oh, there's all these dot files. Where is it? Request.db. See this?
Okay.
So you could export Insomnia, but what's going to happen is it's just going to like take this file and do something with it. So maybe it's easier. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. So skip this whole thing. I was going to tell you to look at this file directly, but that's probably not such a good idea. So let's make a request. We're going to go to export data. Export the my collection, my request, export v4. Actually, we could make it easier and do the har format. Yeah, let's do that. Are you with me so far?
So yes, yeah.
Let me show. I went really fast. Let me show you what I did. So you can click, like in your collection, you can do import export, or you can click up here in the settings and get to the same place.
Yeah.
From there, you would go to all documents or collections, or you would just click this one. So this is the one we're on, and this is probably the one we want to do, and that's the request we want to export. So from there we would just click export, and it gives you these options: JSON or YAML, but also there's the har archive format. Har is nice because this is the format that HTTP snippet is based off of. It's actually not. It has nothing to do with Insomnia. I don't think the word Insomnia appears in HTTP snippet's code base. It's all in the har format.
Okay.
You can get back and forth, but this is going to be a lot nicer. So we're going to do that and then put it on the desktop, I guess. I don't know. So from there, now we're going to have, let's look at that file. Here, let me pull this over here and open it. Where is it? There. So here it is. This is the har file. Let me make this a little bigger. So this is like a JSON blob type of thing of the request that we just created, and it has some possible header and value. It has like the nice.mycompany.com.
Okay.
So that's the first step. That's like the first large step. Like maybe I should take notes here. Kate, let's just open this up in like really large. Can I make it really large? Yeah. Okay. So one is okay. So like do thing, like create. How you want. Okay. Number 2 is going to be create export request as har. Okay, so that's where we're at. Now we're going to take, let's go to HTTP snippet, and then npm run build. We'll build it. I think it should be ready to go. Okay, so let's look at the code path for add target so we can just be on the same page about what it actually does. So HTTP snippet add target. We could just write a target and I could show you, but I want to show you how to do it custom. I haven't actually done this in a minute, so it'll be good to see. So add target, it's going to do some validation. So see this validation, we have tests for all of this stuff. So it's going to check to make sure that the target is an object. It must have an info object. It must have a key. The key must be unique. It must not already exist. It must have an info property with a 0-length string. Can you tell we should have used JSON schema for this? But anyway, okay, so let's write a target here in the code base because we have all the types available. It'll be easier. So targets, what do you want to call this? We would call this nice.
Yeah, nice.
What is the name of the? Can you show me a spec? Like, what is the name of the programming language?
So you can go into developer.nice-in-contact, nice-in-contact.com.
Okay. Nice-in-contact.com.
Let me just pull up the link. Hold on.
Yeah, there's a chat here on Restream.
Yeah, I'm just pulling up.
Oh, there's no dash. That's all. I got it.
Yeah.
Cool. So what is this? Documentation. Which one what are we looking for here?
I think we just need to search for web services. No. Sorry.
Maybe in all of these.
It should be in the documentation. All right. Let me check this.
Do I have to be a partner?
No. It's there for public access.
Is it the mobile SDK or using events?
No, it's not that. Hold on, I am just trying to find it on my side.
I'm going to set up some stuff here in the background while we do that. So what do you want to? Okay, so nice is the name. Is there a name for the programming language though?
No. So yeah, we call it snippets internally. Yeah, it's just block of code. We call it snippets inside. Yeah.
So target.ts. Copy another one of these. Nice. Then targets. And then I'm going to go here. I'm going to say client.ts. So all right, here we go. So I'm setting up my info object. Let's just grab title, link. Nice. Do they use like all caps? How do they do this?
Yeah, all caps. I mean, no, the first letter can be.
Wait, did I close it? I closed my window, really? Wow. Must have been. Yeah, I closed it. Why did I close it? Anyway.
I put in the link in the chat. I
Oh,
don't know
great.
if
Okay.
it shows up.
I'll open that 1 second. Let me get this perfect. Go in here. Okay, so let's see this thing. Support services. SOAP.
Yeah. So towards the end, you can see that proxy equals get rest proxy. So that's how you initiate the basically the rest proxy. Then you pass in variables, and then you execute the vec proxy. So there's another example on the second link. If you could you open that second link?
Sure. Here we go.
Yeah. So just scroll down towards the section generate REST API calls. It should be in the dynamic data variables. Yeah, over there. Yeah. So that section.
Oh,
That's
so
how it.
this is a thing. Okay. So cool. So actually, it's good that we did it inside of HTTP snippet for a moment because it has a whole test suite. Excuse me. So let's try to do that actually. So let's make a so co-HTTP. Nice. Okay, fixtures, and then we'll call this one test, or what do you want to call it? First try or something.
Yeah.
What's the file extension for these? There is none really.
There's no file extension. You just
Okay.
put it into that application. Yeah.
Okay. So this is what we're going to be trying to do. We want to have, it didn't for some reason copy the spaces. So
You could remove that additional token input properties. That's just a comment. Yeah, and
comment.
the assign additional variables. Yeah.
Okay.
That one is, yeah. Perfect.
So, okay. Well, it thinks it understands something. What is it detecting? It's detecting it as Python. Okay. Well, whatever. So this is what we're gonna generate, right?
Yeah.
Something like that? Okay. So that's cool. So let's do first try. Actually, we want to remove that white space at the end. We'll put this over here. Our little reference. We have, let's do file extension. Extension is nil. I think we can make that nil. Name. Then the client is going to be nice. What's the problem here? Reload. Was it restart? Restart TypeScript server. Okay, we'll see if it has any problem now. It does. What's the issue? Cannot find its type declarations. Nice. Target. Nice. Client.ts. Oh, I'm supposed to put this in here. Okay, 1 second. This comes out. Come on. Yes. Okay, now we should be good. Let's restart TypeScript again. It's over here. What's going on? So nice client, nice. What's happening? Individual declarations must be all conflicted with local. Oh, because I'm shadowing it. There's no name at all for what they call their thing.
Yeah, you could just, I don't know, name it snippet, I guess. So this is called make. So I don't know. Sorry, it's called REST proxy. Yeah, it's just called REST proxy. So maybe you could name it that way.
Okay, REST proxy. Okay, sure. It doesn't really matter. It's just like we just have a naming conflict. Okay, so okay, right, REST proxy. Okay, or let's just call it REST. Okay. So REST. This is going to be called REST, and then nice. Okay. Cool. Target extension name. Do I have to say null or something? Okay. So here REST. rest. Okay. So back here. Okay, so it's going to say we need more stuff. What do we need? Convert. So let's look at let's benchmark against this guy. Convert, and then we have all the stuff we have here. Options, and then return the string for now. From here, we gotta chat. You know, I've not been watching the chat. Sorry. Raju said, well, a little bit ago. Sorry about that. Do I deserve a? Sorry, I haven't been watching the chat, guys. We're so focused. Do I deserve a Kong T-shirt? Hell yeah. We have a Kong contributor T-shirt. I think you can do that. Kong, did I spell it right? Kong contributor, not at Hot Topic. Contributing to Kong. Here we go. Shirt, contributor T-shirt. You can fill out this form. Here we go. Auto save my work. Thank you, guys. So if you search on Google, Kong, so docs.konghq.com/contributing. Let me put this up on the screen. So we do that. So if you go to docs.konghq.com/contributing, then you can go to this thing at the bottom, custom contributor T-shirt, and you can get a T-shirt. Pretty cool stuff. Andres says hi. Hi, Andres. Where are you based out of? I have a good friend named Andres. He's from where's he from? I think he's from Mexico. We have Mark here on the stream. Hey, Mark. Thanks for joining. Sorry I didn't see you. Hope you haven't been there for too long.
No, I just finished the coffee chat. So yeah, cool.
All right. So Mark, we're back at it. I'm sorry, we have two Marks. Mark05. We're back at it here. So what you're gonna do is basically you're gonna say, let's look at the result here. The URL is not in here. That's kind of interesting. So let's do a code builder. Yeah, we're gonna grab this. Code builder. We don't care about indentation right now. We don't care. So from here, we're going to say, so the first thing we're going to do is push a line that looks like this, first try. Token input, and then blank line, and then, okay. Password. So we're going to need, so these are headers. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, it's basically building out a JSON block and then pushing it as headers. So yeah, so this dynamic is sort of like a, I don't know, hash table of some sort within their language.
Grant type corresponds to a header that looks like what?
No, so it's just making a JSON blob. So if you see that line 7 where it says it's converting that particular block into JSON.
Yeah.
So it's just a JSON key. The grant type would be a JSON key, and that password would be the value.
Okay. Where does this? So okay. So let me show you what I mean. There's a. Let's get that har input that I exported earlier. Let me grab it from my desktop. So here it is. I'm going to come over here to, well, we need to make custom fixtures. So target client, is it target.test or is it client.test? It would be, let me see one that has custom client.test. Okay, so we're going to go over here and we're going to say client.test.ts. And then let's open over here one of these other ones so we can see what they look like. Yeah, exactly. Run custom fixtures. And then target ID is nice. And then client ID is rest. And then tests go here. So it should generate a minimal example. Input. Okay, so here's where as request from HTTP snippet, and then options expected. Okay, we need the expected file. First try. Okay, believe it or not, that should be most of what we need to be able to get this working. Options. Okay, we need options. So no options. Options null or something like that. So conversion of type log must be okay. Let's look at what we did for this. Log. Okay, so we need to do this. Okay, sorry, 1 second. There's a special type that's being used here that got exported from Insomnia, and we need to have it's a har entry, it's called. Har entry. And then we need to export this. Okay, that's good to know that that needs to be exported for people to make use of it. Okay, started date time. So started date time does not exist in type entry. Okay, well, let's go fix that real quick. Sorry about this, but better to get it right than to get it wrong. Oh, that's not in our thing. Okay, I don't care. Let's just get rid of this. Input. Okay. I'm gonna just kind of forget about that for the moment. We'll leave these alone. I think this should be. I'm hoping this should be good enough, but we'll see. Okay. Okay. Because the request type that we create is a concatenation of har entry. So hopefully har entry or har request. So entries, is there only one option here? Maybe we can just grab it. Partial har request. Yeah, request is equal to har request or har, which is 1 second. Sorry, har request. So yeah, this needs to be passed through HTTP snippet, har entry or har request. So I think actually the type is just wrong here because it will pass it to HTTP snippet, which doesn't just ask for har entry or har request. Yeah, see, it passes it here. So custom fixture, it can be a har entry or har request. Har entry or har request. That should be correct. And then this error goes away because now we fixed it. Okay, I'm sorry that took so long, but we are here back at ground base. So the question I'm asking is, what information in the test that or in the example that we have here, what information here maps to this information here? Like, how can we change, perhaps how can we change this? So we would say like grant type, maybe? Is this a header?
Yes.
Grant type, password. And we would say, okay.
Username.
Yep. Copy this stuff. We're going to use I love multi-cursor, so we're going to do multi-cursor. Okay, so here, name, there. The formatter will catch the rest of this. Oh, we need to do value. So, value, sorry. Okay, we have that. What else is there? So then what we're going to do is we're going to come in here into all headers. So all headers dot for each header. Okay. Header push. Let's do this. I'm going to say token input dot, and then header dot type of this. All headers. Oh, it's an object. Oops. Okay, so we're going to do something like that. So it's going to be that, and then equals all headers header, something like that.
Okay.
We don't know if that's going to work, but let's just keep moving here. We're going to push. We push a blank line after this, and of course, like this is going to be different if there are no headers, and it's we're just trying to make this one thing work and see if we can get it working. Then we have this going. Okay, push. What's this next line mean with the proxy? There.
So that's initializing the, I guess the request. So inside get REST proxy, there is a make REST proxy. So yeah, we are assigning that, initializing it into a variable proxy. Yeah.
Okay, so it's always there.
Yeah, it's always there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So and then that's it. Okay. So here
over there, yeah, that post is sort of a variable, so it could be a get or whatever patch.
Method. So method can come from up here. Okay. Looks pretty good so far. Okay. Let's do this. npm run test. Nice. Let's see if that one runs. Okay. Okay. We didn't put the quotes around it.
Yeah.
We're pretty close though. Look at that. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's put okay. We always have quotes there, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. So there's that problem. And then what's this one? Get post. Okay, because the input that we had was not correct. It was a get, and we need to change it to be a post. Let's try again. Look at that. Second try. Not so bad. So now we have HTTP snippet. Of course, I'll send you this code or something. I'll Slack it to you or something like that. But now we have I guess I could just push a branch, and then you could look at the branch and see, like, to make more. But what we probably want to do from there is create more examples. So what you're going to see is if I just do the regular test suite, let's look at this nice and big. If I do the regular test suite, there are going to be a lot of failures for the nice client one. I think returns all available targets. Oh, okay. But that's a different thing. You update snapshots, I think it's called. What's it called in Jest? Oh, is it just one S? Update snapshot. Okay, fine. So missing a test file. So it's okay. So we're missing test files for all of those guys. So we'll need to create. I don't know if you really care, but maybe it's fine to put them in here and then get the test suite. So we're gonna create. Let's do it like with Bash or something. CD source textures. Press. We did have one other thing we were going to look at on the stream, but maybe we'll look in a second. So ls. So let's grab this stuff. Where is it? Okay. Down here and get a list of files. And then we also want to get rid of the extension. Here. Then we're going to say touch. We'll grab these and let's navigate to, see what I'm doing here. So it's like CD source, fixtures, not fixtures, oops, targets. Nice. rest fixtures. Okay, so we should have just created all of our files, and we did. Back to the root here. Test. So it's going to tell us all these files don't match because they're all empty files. That's fine. 17 failed. And we can go then and look. It's been interesting. We've been looking at HTTP snippet. We've been thinking about making this. Can I move these like up here somewhere? Oh, no, I can't. It's a little in the way, I realize, on the stream. But we've been looking at like how to make this a little better so that you can auto-generate when you're creating a new token. I'm sorry, a new target and client.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's basically like you see here, it took a bunch of inputs and generated, generated stuff. So like, here's an interesting example. I don't know how escaping, like string escaping works in this language, or if this, maybe this is just what Jest is showing us. So, but we would go in and then check all of these and make sure that they're correct. Right now, obviously, it doesn't do a whole lot, but it's a start. And once we have that, we could start actually, doing more with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So just to understand the whole workflow, the idea after developing the code in HTTP snippet, I would export from Insomnia in as the har format, and then pass it through HTTP snippet to generate the nice code, right?
Right. HTTP snippet has a CLI.
Mm-hmm.
So let me show you that CLI. So let's get rid of this for a second. Yeah. So I think you get the idea, though. If you have questions, now's a good time to ask. But if you get the idea about how to make the this guy, I'll push a branch and send it to you for everything that we're doing now, so you can see. But anyway, there's a CLI, and you basically can pass the input file to the CLI with your custom target on the CLI. So you would create the target, which we basically we literally just did. You would create the target, and then you would, and client and whatever, and then you pass that to the CLI, and you can run dynamically without having to, push anything anywhere or get a release of anything. You would be able to run your, your code and get the output that you want. And you would do this in a script. So like in the script, you would in the script. So you would find location of Insomnia export. Then you would import, use the HTTP snippet CLI pointed at your, so it would be pointed at your custom target client, the Insomnia export. That's it. And then you would get a response, and then you can do whatever you want with that. It's just a string. So from there, you can output it on the screen, or if it's just a CLI thing, you can do that, or you can save a file, whatever you want.
So in terms of redistributing that particular module, so if I need to, I don't know, share it with my colleagues or something, I would need to redistribute that custom HTTP snippet, right?
That's right. You can wrap it. So just like we do here, you could write a script that would say const, HTTP. Do you use TypeScript usually?
No.
Okay, so you would say const HTTP require T, and then you would get, so here it would be so then const r equals require fs. Okay, cool. So you would say fs.read file sync, and you would grab path to our export. So you would get that. And then from there, you would say, I think you probably need to JSON stringify it, or you would need to, I'm sorry, JSON parse. Right now, it's just a string. It doesn't take a string. So anyway, you would get that. And then from here, you would say like HTTP snippet dot target, like add target. And then you would say like, your target. And the same thing here. Your target, and then like path to your custom target. Yeah, and then you would say HTTP, like let's just look at the test because I don't even remember. Yeah, you'd get convert out of that. Right. So HTTP snippet.convert, and then you would say like nice rest, something you don't, it's optional. We set a default for the client, so you just need to say that part. And then you would have it. I mean, then you would have the output of the convert function. Where are we here? Not in the CLI. The output of the convert function is just a string.
Okay.
So you would have what you need from that point forward. And then you can just like write file sync. You can write your like path to output. Put it on disk somewhere or whatever you want to do, or show it to the user on screen or something.
All right, got it. Thank you.
This is good. This is really good that you brought this stuff up, because we would really like to make it easier to do this kind of work, and it's hard to really know what is useful to people until like I can tell you there are like 8 things that you've brought up that can be better and should be better about doing this, because it is a pretty powerful paradigm to be able to have all of this tooling and all this testing, harnessing and stuff to be able to like, look, we got it working, what we needed to. So example, let's just put this targets, what's it called? Nice.
Yeah.
Let's put this here so that you can see what an example script might look like. Something like this. I don't know if this is, I hope this is not wrong in some way, but I'm pretty sure add target. Oh, okay. We add the target. And then do we also add the target client? No, I think we just add client. We might also just read the docs, I suppose. Or you can reach out if you have
I'll figure it out. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, but I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I think in general, it's just this, and then yeah, you would have it.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Cool. All right. Well, we're gonna move on. Thank you so much for bringing that on the stream. We're gonna move on to some. There's another question we canceled. We had our first stream cancellation last week. I'm very sad about it. I apologize. And we github.com. We need to take a look at this issue. So we only have 10 minutes. It's not going to be enough to do it justice, but I can say some stuff to get it unblocked. So crash when attempting to authorize. Is this it? No. Stream.
It was GraphQL.
There it is. Okay. So in Insomnia, thanks, Mark. I was like, I knew it was something obvious, but I couldn't remember. So I just want to show, like, let's make a new request, and we'll make a GraphQL request. Got to go through the motions to do that. Okay. So great. So here's a GraphQL request, and this is Insomnia as of is this local? This is not local. 2022.4.0. What? Did this change again? Well, I was gonna say, I'm confused. I'm not running it locally. No, it's not. npm run app start. The way it used to do okay, good. I'm running it over here now. we're gonna see a before and after. That's good. That's always helpful. So let's make this request a GraphQL request. Okay, yeah, we know. What? Okay, let's look at the code. I was mistaken about something already. Prettify.
Yeah.
Here, where's that button? Code editor. Should prettify. Or is it beautify? It says prettify. Prettify. Where's the word prettify appear in our code base?
I think maybe the GraphQL Editor.
Really? You think so? Okay, let's look. GraphQL Editor. Handle prettify. Nope. There. Why did I find this when I searched before? Oh, because I have case sensitivity on. Oh. Okay. See, it would have come up and then okay. Well, if only I could do my job. Well, so the thing is here is that when let's like look at this on click. Handle prettify. Handle prettify is only let's look here. JSON parse variables, pretty variables. Okay, yeah. Handle prettify is only prettifying variables. It does not prettify the body. Is that wrong? I'm pretty sure. Let's look.
So I think the issue was that when you click that button, the variables, the code editor of the variables is not prettifying. So this fix was to actually fix that.
Pretty GraphQL button only prettified the query, but not the variables. Okay, I knew it's one way or the other. Why did it switch though? I thought this switched. I hope this didn't get. I hope we didn't have a bad merge conflict recently, and this got flipped back. Let's look at this file. I'm very nervous now because I had like a whole thing to say about this, but it's different. GraphQL Editor. So let's look in here. We're not going to have time to do this justice. We'll pick this up again next week. But GraphQL Editor, or we can stay a second late, I think. Let's see. Last edited on March 20th or April 20th. Okay. But then that's it. There's no other history. Why? Oh, from the rename. Okay, let's go to before that. Jeez. Okay, let's go to this commit. View commit details. Let's browse files, or let's oops. Back. Parent. Okay, T. Okay, browse files at this place. T. What's it called? GraphQL Editor or something like that. Yeah. Let's see the history on this. Move electron out of the render. What did that have to do with this one? Updates GraphQL dependency. I think this is the point when it was moved. Let's see this. GraphQL Editor. This is all. So that didn't change. Let's look at this one. GraphQL Editor. Also didn't change there. Am I just crazy? So maybe it's in a PR that hasn't merged yet. Okay, well, anyway, in a PR that hasn't merged yet, we fixed this to put it along with the thing. Like we didn't want to put it under the prettify GraphQL thing here only goes with the body, but it doesn't actually prettify the variables, which is weird and it looks wrong. But we did it this way because we were like afraid to have that button in between because it like then it creates like 6 panes, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines, like horizontal lines, or 5 horizontal lines, I guess it would be. So the idea was like to put it somewhere else manually, but it doesn't belong here because otherwise what we can do, because like look, there's 2 code editors here, right? And what we did is we did manual prettify is there, right? So if we look at manual prettify, it's not one of the options. Get out of here. Manual prettify. So we'll add the beautify button if it's there. Where is it? GraphQL options. I hate when we do this kind of thing. Hint options. So yeah, for whatever reason, this is not looking the way I would expect it to look. But the button should be, so okay, anyway, I'm dancing too much. The point is, what we're talking about is the button should be for, we need to make a decision about whether the button should be there for both, or the button should be there for just the editor, or where it should be. Like, would it, I think I said something along the lines of this, but like, oh, there's been more conversation. Oh, James said some stuff. What did James say? Oh, this is about like specifics of the beautiful prettifying. Okay, that's fine though. But like, the question is that with other code editors, with all other code editors, the beautify button is a thing provided by the code editor itself. It's not something. Let me close this. It's not something that we add, but we add it outside of, like, out of band in this case as a pane footer. And that's like a little clunky. We kind of need to figure out, like, I'm more stuck on the UX part. Then there's other questions like, you know, if you do the shortcut, there's a prettify shortcut or whatever. What is it? Here we go. Beautify active code editors. So if you hit that, it's the same one as opening the. Oh, sorry. So if you hit that, should it do both? I think the answer is probably yes, but we need to answer that question and wire it up. Yeah, and then moreover, just like take this out of here, you know. Let's do raw editor manual prettify. So why do these ones say manual? Does manual prettify mean that you can do it, or it will do it?
Without really looking into the details of it, it looks like sorry.
Go ahead.
It looks like to allow GraphQL Editor to control the prettify functionality, we edit manual prettify without looking at, you know, details of the code editor code.
I hear you. See, why is it not? Well, anyway, that's the problem. That's my only problem. It's not a big deal, and if we had the whole stream, we could fix it. I'm sure. It's definitely like we need to put this in, and we need to come up with a better UX. Like this is not a good UI design where we have this prettify graph, this like huge big fat button. It creates problems that I don't think we want to deal with. Look at that, the border breaks, like how it hovers. So that's kind of where I'm getting. Does any of that make sense?
I think that makes sense.
So like we need like a little wand. I think Hopscotch do this well. Hopscotch.io. You know, they have like a, oh, I can't handle that. Why is it white? Dark. Okay, so they have like a little thing here where you can let's go in the body, content type, JSON. See this little prettify? Like they have like a little header row here. And I think we need something like that to be above all of these different versions. You know?
You mean like per editor or per
yeah, it does need to be per editor, and it is kind of per editor already, but we don't have any such construct, like visual construct, so we kind of need like a place to put that stuff. Or maybe we put it at the bottom, you know, so it's out of people's face. It's kind of already at the bottom, so maybe that would be fine. We have like a little footer and it goes with the thing, because we have all this stuff like this schema not fetched thing, and we have all this junk we add on that, like, you know, schema not fetched. Yeah, we have all these things we add on to the editor like after the fact.
Yeah, I think I kind of understand what you mean. I think for manually prettifying though, I think it makes sense to display per editor. Like like hover over state for like very little icons.
Yep.
Yeah. But command wise, if you press shortcut, I think it makes sense to apply to all the active editors. Yeah. This is an interesting UX discussion.
Yep. So that's where I'm stuck on it. We definitely should. It's stupid that we can't do both the variables and the body. Like that's kind of ridiculous because the tooling supports it as far as I know. James said +1 to editor toolbar, and the schema button should also be in there. Yeah, I agree. So let's loop back on this. Sorry that we missed last week. You guys not hitting this on the stream, but we'll take it up with the higher ups and see if we can get some work done from a UX perspective to figure out how best to do this. Maybe this can be something we do with Monaco, or maybe it doesn't. I don't think we have to wait for Monaco, but anyway, something like that. Okie dokie. Well, thanks for coming, everyone. Andres, Raju, Mark, James, other Mark, Mark from the team. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.